Hey everybody, Four Eyes here, and we're back. We're doing another Build-A-Beartic workshop, and what I wanted to do was I wanted to return to UU because I'm I'm really late with getting on this, I know, but recently there are a few drops in the U tier, mainly Conkeldurr, Sylveon, and Celebi. I think that's all the drops actually, but Zapdos moved up, and it's really sad that that's going. But I'm really excited to use Conkeldurr and Sylveon. I really want to use Celebi, but I don't know, Conkeldurr and Sylveon just seems like a really strong core together. Both really bulky, hard-hitting Pokemon, but their speed is kind of what holds them back, and I figured a way that I could sort of patch that up a bit was with Galvantula. Like, I'll admit, I just kind of copied the OU sets for the speed tiers on these ones, and the main reason on that is mainly just because I'm lazy and I didn't feel like calculating what I would exactly be needing to outspeed. But with Sticky Web up, it's... Actually, it's still not going to be outspeeding all that much, probably. But Sticky Web up, it's going to alleviate a bit of that pain of the speed tier on these two. I also just really want to use Galvantula since, as you know, probably from the background and my channel icon, that Joltik is my favorite Pokemon of all time. And I just wanted to use Galvantula on a team eventually because oh god, I love the line. And it's just really nice to have it be viable. And Sticky Web is just a really useful tool for any offensive team that carries slow, bulky, or attackers like Conkeldurr and Sylveon. And so I just went ahead, I used a standard Life Orb set with Sticky Web, Thunder, Bug Buzz, and Giga Drain. And then I went ahead and I added in one of the new drops, Conkeldurr. I went with the Assault Vest set, mainly because this helps it a lot with stuff sort of like Suicune, or it can even, it can come in on Reuniclus, I think. Hold on. I need to look at the calc again. Against Conk. Okay, it can't come in on Reuniclus, never mind. But it can take one hit from Reuniclus, and then it'll outspeed it and basically do a hell of a lot to it with knockoff. So Reuniclus has trouble staying in on it again afterwards. And then afterwards I also put in another new drop, Sylveon, and I went with the Choice Spec set because I think everybody mostly is going to be expecting the Cleric set. And I just went with Hyper Voice, Psyshock, HP Fire to get rid of stuff that might want to be switching in on me, like what's the name? Fortress. And then, lastly, I know Shadow Ball is not common on Sylveon in that it's usually Baton Pass that's used here. But I went with Shadow Ball instead because I figured that for this core, it might be a bit of a problem facing stuff like Chandelure since it can trick Conkeldurr. And Conkeldurr wouldn't appreciate losing its Assault Vest and getting a Choice Specs, although Choice Scarf might be okay. But Sylveon will be able to take care of it with Shadow Ball, him Oko it, and Sylveon just hits as hard as hell with Stab Pixelate Hyper Voice. But anyway, one thing I noticed about this team though is that it's a little bit weak to offensive flying types such as Crobat, or is that really the only offensive flying type in UU actually is Crobat? Yeah. But we're a little weak to Crobat, honestly. Like, Galvantula, I guess, can take care of it, but it's not... But Galvantula is mostly going to be lead. I can't come in on Crobat all that well, either. And something that just kind of helps with that, and also, it will also alleviate a bit of our pain against stuff such as maybe Darmanitan, which hits as hard as hell, is one of my favorite Pokemon to use in UU, Mega Ampharos. Fabio, as some people call him, like PokeMD, and I'm trash for referencing it every time. But let's just go ahead and get him. There we go. I'm going to move that special attack into special defense because I like the extra bulk. And there we go. Okay, so we got our basic core here of these three, and then plus Fabio. What else could go well on our team? I'm trying to get back into UU. I've been out of it for a little bit, and so I'm starting to forget threats a bit. Entei could go pretty well on this team. Give me a bit. I never get this up because I never expect to have to use it, but I always fall back on it every time for some reason. That is the wrong thing. Oh, hey, they removed, one moment. Okay, we're back. It took a bit to find it because they replaced it with the stats page because they removed the old page, which now does not have a link to this. Yeah, so now I know I say don't use this as like a hard guide. Use it as just a general thing. UU right here. And wall it. I'm more concerned about walling now. Okay, Aggron actually, I think, could be a problem. What is it? Says Steelix, but Aggron, I think. No, RU Choice Band. Mega Aggron, UU Tank. Oh wow, Jesus. We can wear it down, I guess. Wow, that does nothing. Huh. Okay, what about Sylveon with HP Fire? HP Fire? Wow, also does nothing. Okay, so we need some way of breaking Mega Aggron. The Florges, I'm not too worried about. We can wear it down decently easily, I think. Not really. So just, okay, we need a wall breaker. That's what we need. We need a wall breaker. Something can hit Florges and Mega Steelix, Blissey. Although Blissey, I don't know, we're not too concerned about. I drain because we have Conk, and Conk just destroys it. Okay, so what can we use as a wall breaker here? Hydreigon could be useful. Maybe Mega Beedrill? Maybe? Not really, because it struggles against it too. Huh. Okay, this is interesting, because... Okay, what can we use to break just Mega Aggron specifically? And we'll see if we can use it against Florges too. Bulkier ground types, bulky waters, rapid spin users. Don't do anything to it though, I need to break it. Strong special... Nidoking! Nidoking could actually... Yeah, can Nidoking Oko it? Nidoking, Chinlord, both examples of strong... I can Oko Mega Aggron, how if they trouble switching into Earthquake. That is true. Does Mega Aggron run Earthquake? Usually? Like the... Oh, yeah, it does. Huh. Okay, so we will have trouble switching in on it, but... Yeah, Nidoking could be good for this. That doesn't Oko. What the heck? It Oko's the curse set, probably. No, it doesn't. That can... Core 2 KO it. Yeah, that's wrong information on there, dude. What about Nidoqueen, actually? Like an offensive variant of it. We take Earthquake. Nidoqueen would also give us rocks, which would be nice. But Nidoking just gives so much more offensive utility, which would be useful. I would probably use Sludge Wave over Ice Beam. Not Sludge Bomb. And then how much would we be doing to Florges? We would... Wow. Okay. So yeah, Nidoqueen is something that will be really nice for this team. Take care of a few of our problems. Let's get the offensive set in here from over here. Here we are. And boop. Gonna set him shiny, because shiny Nidoqueen... Wait, oh, no. That's shiny Nidoking, then I like not shiny Nidoqueen. Okay, we have problems with offensive ground types. We just have a problem with Donphan, I guess. Gyarados could be useful. Crocodile's a bit of a problem. Mamoswine's a bit of a problem. I could put on Shucca and Polion. Or Cloyster, maybe even. Actually, here, what does Cloyster take from, from Crook? Seitrui Scarf. Stone Edge can do it Chaos, so we can't switch in. And now with these Choice Band, yeah. So maybe not... Okay, Cloyster's just not bulky enough. Gligar could be useful. Yeah, we're a little weak to the ground types. I might replace Ampharos, actually. Something else that could... Just maybe something with Intimidate, like Gyarados? A bulkier variant of Gyarados? Yeah, that could work. Bulky DD Gyarados, I think, might work over Ampharos. But at the same time, Gyarados, Bulky Dragon Dance against Crobat. Wow. That is a lot. That is a lot. Choice Band Crobat's not all that common, though. Let's put the new team in here. Like, I'm fussing a lot over Crobat for some reason. I don't know why. Haxorus. Yeah, we just get straight up swept by Salamence, don't we? Yeah, we do. Yeah, the rest of them isn't all that common. Porygon 2, we can kill. What can Shuckle do back to us? Like, yeah, I guess, okay, I'm not too worried about getting walled by too much. I'm mainly just kind of worried about Salamence right now, because Salamence is a relevant enough threat to have to build around. It kind of warps the metagame a bit. Is there anything that actually, like, walls Salamence, though, is the thing? That's... This is not the UU set. That is Uber's. Mega Salamence for UU. Totally unviable. Ice Shard kills it. Porygon 2. We could put our own Porygon 2 on this team. Cresselia, Fairy types. I guess, let me check out Sylveon here against it. Against Salamence. UU just dance. Iron Tail can OHKO us. We can't switch in on Fire Blast. I'm just a little scared of it, honestly, because Hyper Voice kills it to hell and back. But it's Iron Tail I'm worried about, and if it's after rocks, it's gonna have a chance to OHKO. I could put a bit into defense here. Here, let's not 6-16. Let's put 12 into defense, and let's see what that does for us. Okay, that avoids the, nope, it doesn't actually. It's still a 50% chance, so it's not worth it. I mean, I guess we could deal with, we can deal with it. I mean, guess we can sack something if it comes to it. At the same time, though, you know. We could put our own Salamence on here, honestly. Deal with our, ground problem. What do we want, Intimidate or Moxie, though? Like, Moxie just cleans up games. Intimidate is more utility. How much does it take from Crocodile? Like, let's say it's that set right there. Stone Edge can 2 at KO set at -1. Jesus, Crocodile's scary. We just need something really physically bulky that can deal with things, I guess, is what I'm looking for right now. I could put on Swampert. Swampert could be useful. I could put on Swampert over Ampharos, actually. You defensive. Average, wow, that's a 3 at KO on it? Jesus, and we can roar it out. Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna replace Ampharos with Swampert here. Yeah, that's, wow, Swampert is, wow. I never knew Swampert was so bulky. We can even, is there like a defensive like Mega Swampert set? There is. It's even bulkier, I think, too. Scout, Earthquake, Rest, Sleep Talk. I'd probably put on the Stealth Rock set over it. I don't know. Let's go with the regular set right now, because I kind of want passive recovery from leftovers. And if it comes to it, I can go ahead and I can put on a let's look at a Mega right now. Let's look into doing a Mega. What do we have trouble with right now? Because yeah, we can't come in on +1, can we? Okay, so we can't come in on it after it's boosted. Oop, after Stealth Rock. Okay, still guaranteed to a KO. Okay, so we can't come in on after it's boosted. We're going to have to come in on it, like, before it boosts. So, basically send Swampert in immediately, whenever that happens. I might still want, Fabio, actually. Just because it helps with momentum. Because this way we get Stealth Rocks. I was considering Porygon 2 for a bit, but... I want Wallet. No, yeah, this Wallet. Yeah, basically, look at this. Whatever Conk doesn't take care of, Sylveon does. And then a few things Galvantula does. Wow. Maybe we should put on our own Porygon too, I don't know. Anyway, break. Emboar. Yeah, Emboar's not all that common, I'm not worried about it. Choice Band, Donphan, UC, never. Alakazam isn't even in UU. Well, Mega Alakazam isn't. Regular Alakazam, though, could be a bit of a problem. How much does Sylveon take from it? Alakazam, we'll say Life Orb. Sylveon can come in on Psychic. What about on Psyshock, though? Yeah, Psyshock can kill. Let's see about Swampert. Psyshock won't kill. Psychic might. So we can get lucky, I guess. We can deal with Alakazam. In quotes. Galvantula outspeeds it and we can kill it with Sticky Web. That's with Bug Buzz. What else do we want, though? I kind of want to put on Porygon 2. Probably can Specially Defensive Porygon 2 take on Salamence? Because we do still have a little bit of trouble with Salamence. Like, Salamence is a thing that you absolutely have to build around, and I hate it so much. We can take care of, we can deal with Mamoswine a bit with Swampert plus Conk. But yeah, Salamence and just dragons in general I'm scared of. UU, just dance. This one's primarily specially offensive. Let's say we put in more in special. Let's say we take out of defense. At one point do we start getting scared? So let's put in this, hold on, Porygon 2, because I can't do the math in my head. This would be 252 HP. And it was 40 defense. And then 252 special defense. Or 216 special defense. 2 and 6. Okay, and then against Hydreigon, let's say. You Wall Breaker. Superpower will fail to 2 at KS after the drop. Draco will fail to kill us after the drop. Dark Pulse doesn't do anything. Do we need, like, this, Porygon 2. Okay, so then we take this out. Still 216. It's still 216. Why are you still 216? Hold on. Okay, if we go with the standard set, it works even better, actually. Because then Superpower definitely fails. Yeah, Porygon 2 just seems like a good defensive glue for this team to have. Because we still have a defensive utility that can recover in case Swampert goes down. We have Rocks with Swampert. Yeah, let's go ahead and put Porygon 2 on here. DuckTales. Okay, there we go. So this looks like the team that we're going to be using now in UU. And I hope to get back into UU quickly. I might do some testing with this team before the video begins, just to get familiar with UU again, because I haven't been as familiar with UU since I stopped playing it for a while. So let's check out some shinies here. Ew, no. Nah. Okay, so I think that'll be all for it, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Hey everybody, so after I recorded the video I realized that I had double rockers on there between Nidoqueen and Swampert, And so I went ahead and I switched out Swampert actually for, and I didn't have a Mega either, so I switched out Swampert for the defensive Mega Swampert set instead, just so I could have more bulk, and Rest Talk actually is a little fun to use. I don't have Roar now, but since I don't really need Roar because Porygon 2, and so I figured it would be better just to have defensive Swampert on there, since Porygon 2 can come in on +1 Megaments anyway, and I feel that I just get more mileage than having a double rocker on the team. So what I just said probably made no sense, but now it's the actual end of the video.